Hey everyone. Wow. It's May. Can you believe it's May? I know, woo, we are a couple of days away from Mother's Day, so I am feeling excited for everyone who loves their mom. So, of course, I want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day, a happy Mother's Day to everyone, especially for my queens who are holding it down that might be a single mom. You might be a grandmom. It might be any of those things. So I'm saying this way ahead of time. Happy Mom's Day. And of course, I'm excited that this is kicking things off for Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. We're going to be reviewing The Devil Wears Prada, and I'm going to be talking about meeting one of my favorite actors who's from Chicago. I am over the moon about that. And of course, there's some more news about the Michael movie. Can you believe everybody didn't get equal pay? I cannot believe we are still talking like this, but we are in 2026. I see Mr. Springer is in the chat. Good to see you, sir, in the building. But we're going to get started right about now. It's another edition of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. That's me and Coach Tony. He'll be here in a little bit, but we're so excited that you guys are able to join us on this beautiful May morning, our beautiful May evening. We'll go ahead and say evening. I don't know about anybody else, but of course, the print book, A DJ Saved My Life, is available now. Scan the QR code, and of course, I literally have maybe about 10 more copies left. And then I'm going to be switching it off to get started on my new book, which is always exciting. And Mr. Springer, thank you so very much for putting that into the chat. PureLighthouseMedia.com. Go ahead and check us out with that. And then, of course, it is the Patreon community. You know, you could join this community for free. Oh my goodness. The podcasting tips are getting ready to get switched over to a different platform. But for right now, go there, see myself and Coach Tony, crack jokes. You'll see us after the show. And there's a lot of good things that happen there. But go ahead and check it out at patreon.com/interludes. It's always fun. And of course, as I've always joked around, Coach loves crimson and cream because he's a Kappa. So you will never see him on with purple. That's just me talking about the Purple Robe Diaries. It's absolutely hilarious. And of course, go ahead and if you're not following Coach Tony, please do so. Pull Up Podcast Show. Follow him on IG. And of course, like I said, he'll be here in a little bit. And of course, I am on two different things. It is Interludes_podcast, or follow me at Val the Voice Johnson. And of course, I love being on Instagram. It's a fun time to be there. And of course, Kevin, of course, thank you so very, very much. What did you guys do over the weekend? I am so curious to find out, what did everyone do over the weekend? It literally was the very first weekend of May. And of course, I want to wish everyone in advance of Mother's Day, happy Mom's Day. You are phenomenal. And you, brother, here's the thing. There are a couple of men who are raising their children. I'm giving you flowers too. Now I know there's Father's Day, but we're gonna give flowers to the men as well. We're not just gonna keep it right there. But I had a very fun time over the weekend. And when I say over the weekend, it was a full weekend. A good friend of mine, she had a birthday. I will not say her age. She corrected me. I think I did a post on Facebook and she was like, "Girl, what you doing?" I said, "Uh-oh, we got to make sure we correct that big time." So, a good friend of mine, she had a birthday celebration and I'm going to go ahead and share that. This was on. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm taking a look. Where did it go? I know. Oh, here we go. So we got a chance to watch. She wanted to see Devil Wears Prada. So that's myself, Michelle, her husband Kyle, my other good friend Amy, and we all went to the movie theater and said, "Hey, let's take a picture." So I did a selfie, and we really had a good time checking out the film. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the film when I tell you all about it. But my goodness, we really had a good time at the theater, and of course that's Felicia. That's her birthday over the weekend. And so we went to one of her favorite Mexican restaurants and celebrated her birthday. And of course, people brought there's Paulette. I gotta have her on the show. She is like very well known in acting here in Chicago, which is always phenomenal. And of course, thank you so much, Mr. Springer, for saying what did you do over the weekend? Well, I spent time with friends, just having a good time. Yeah, there's the folks at the restaurant having a good time, and there is one of my friends, Terry, who purchased the book "A DJ Saved My Life." I love when my friends support the platform and the business, and it's always a beautiful time, which is wonderful. And of course, Kevin, he says you guys went on a double date. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all that's out there that's married or got yourself a boo, make sure that you take care of your boo. That's my friend Angela and her husband, and I'm sorry, her son PJ. Oh Lord, let me not say that. There's Iris and oh my gosh, everybody just having a good time at Felicia's gathering. And oh gosh, Felicia had her eyes closed right there, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing. I think I see the gentleman in the building. I have to just make sure that I have it. Is he here? Is he here? I believe he is. All right. It is. Ladies and gentlemen, just go ahead and do the drum roll, please. It's Coach Tony. What's up, man?
Last night, what up, though? Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody.
Cinco de Mayo, yes.
I'm still sipping on Monday, so you see how we do. See, yeah, my girl in the Monday.
Yes, we really had a good time, Coach. I had a blast, and all I could say is that when she said, "Valerie, I want to see the movie A Devil Wears Prada for my birthday," I was thinking I was gonna go see it anyway to review it for this platform, and we're celebrating her birthday, a milestone birthday. So I was like, you know what, that is wonderful. And do you know one of my friends at the birthday celebration gave me a happy belated birthday card? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you do for people that you care for. You do a birthday card and you do a gift card. What? Man, yeah. Are you hyped? Are you hyped, man, when people do that for you?
Man, she get a high five.
That's what I'm talking about. I didn't ask for this, but this is beautiful. And what restaurants can I go to? Longhorn, Olive Garden, Cheddar's.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, that was pretty good. You got a little choice, a little something. And whatever it is, don't go get a damn salad. Go eat.
I just have a salad. Have a salad. That's all I have.
God, I said, what did you end up doing? Oh man, they had the best salad. Did you just say salad? The gift card for $50? Could at least get you a nice steak or some seafood or something, and bought you a salad on the
side. What did you guys do over the weekend? I wanted to find out what everyone did over the weekend, and of course, what I did. Now, Friday was the movie, but then on Sunday, we talked about this Day of Destiny, an entertainment summit. Hidden figures, movers, shakers, and decision makers. Coach, this was really good to go to.
Okay.
I had a blast just doing my thing. And coach, I did not know all of the little things that you should be doing as a person that needs to, if you want to pitch your idea, you should have a pitch deck. You shouldn't step to nobody if you're not ready. If I'm going to do a podcasting tip, here's my podcasting tip. Take notes when you go to events like this. And of course, the guest that we had on back in February, Veronica or V Harrison, she invited me to this, coach. And I said, I am so down for this. And so the big draw of it all was Harry Lennox. You remember him, right?
It's my guy. I love him on my FBI movies.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Harry Lennox has been acting for a good long while. And
Is he a Chicago
of
guy?
course, he's from Chicago, but most notably, he is known for the Five Heartbeats. I just love that
Townsend.
film.
Robert Townsend's my guy.
That's your guy too. And I think Robert Townsend was in Chicago maybe about, I don't know, back in December when it was cold, and was talking about all of the things. Like, he still gets talked about. Now, the movie came out in 1991, so it's 25 years young. And Harry Lennox, he was Dresser, level-headed. Do you remember the movie The Five Heartbeats?
35 years, not 25, 91.
I'm so sorry. 35 years. Let me correct myself.
Don't ask me if I know 5 heartbeats. Just like asking me, do I know that my heartbeat? Come on now.
Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight?
My boy in 5 heartbeats always been Leroy, because he gets down. He's always, no matter what movie he's saying, he stay crazy. But yeah, great. You
talking about Michael Wright?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right, Michael Wright, who played Eddie. Of course, in this picture, there's Tico Wells. He's choir boy. Robert Townsend, he plays Duck. Leon played JT, brothers to Duck in there. And then, of course, Michael Wright is Eddie, and Harry Lennox. And you know what was exciting?
That's my boy too, Leon. I love Leon.
Exactly. And one thing that I'll say about this, when there was a fireside chat between Harry and Danita, she played a very pivotal, what do you call that? She played a scene from the Five Heartbeats where they were pulled over by the cops in the South. And the guy said, if y'all a singing group, y'all sang something. And everybody was surrounded at the car. And the person who started out first was Dresser, who was Harry Lennox's character. And he said that him and Robert, they discussed who should go first. And Dresser was the bassman. He was the bass singer of the fictitious group, the Five Heartbeats. So I got emotional watching that scene again, Coach. Like, I was like, oh my gosh.
Go back and watch some of these movies from back in the day, Val. Now, and you sit down now, you really focus on the movie, and you see something that you didn't see, or you see something that you accidentally missed.
Yeah, no. And Liberty Twitcher, he says the lives of several performing R&B groups and artists inspired this film. Exactly. The Dells, the Temptations, Frankie Lyman. Oh, I remember him. Sam Cooke, according to Robert Townsend in a Madame Noir movie, an interview. I'm so sorry. Townsend says the crux of the story was based on the breakup of the Temptations, which was an event that he took personally. And do you know, people thought that they were really a singing group?
Wow. They just didn't see that it was part of a true story. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I had no idea. Thank you so much for that, Liberty. So Harry was in town, Coach, literally promoting the Day of Destiny. Do you know that him and Danita, now Danita's in the red, they went to Northwestern together, and he was a senior and she was a freshman? Does that sound familiar?
Exactly. Well, I like that red dress. She's stacked. I didn't know Danita was that tall.
Yeah, she's tall. Yeah, Harry's tall and she's tall too. So they went on the promotion of that. And like I said, when Harry got to talking, he was like, look, I want people to do well if they're trying to get into this industry. It is not easy. And there he is sandwiched with Danita. This was toward the end.
Mhm.
And I don't want to I'm trying to name everybody. I'm not going to do that. But the main takeaway that I took from attending this Day of Destiny is that Danita continues to pour into the apprentices that all graduated. I think she's getting up with another cohort, and she wanted people in conjunction with the Chicago Film Office to come and learn how to get your film produced or pitch it properly with some industry heavyweights. And I got a chance to meet someone who was an executive producer on Bel Air. And I talked about how me and you reviewed that series a couple of times because we really loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was really nice. But I mean, this Hidden Figure thing looks to be phenomenal. It's kind of like the thing I told you we had in Nashville, Seating for Greatness, and I went to it almost identical. It was just a bunch of business people, and it was just phenomenal, the power in the room. So I could imagine the Day of Destiny and the people, the speakers, and the tidbits of little bitty tidbits of information just to give you a couple of nuggets here, nuggets there, and it's just what you take with you, because everyone in the audience is going to be a little bit different. So that's good. It looks like they had a great lineup.
They did, and it was all day, and I came in at the almost toward the end. I caught like one of the last panels that they had before the fireside chat, and the young lady Donna Marie Reed, she's multi platform development and TV programming executive. Do you know, Coach, that I was in a couple of clubhouse rooms with her during the pandemic and didn't know who she was? I saw her face and followed her back on club. But I'm like, what? I didn't know she. What?
That's why you ask the questions.
You never know who you in the room with, so you got to make sure that you know how to pitch. And she would do these rooms and talk about it. And so I talked to her. Also, there was Brenda Gilbert. She really impressed me with. I think she co-founded Braun Studios, and they've produced a bunch of things. And then the other person was Craig J. Harris. He was another impactful gentleman. And then also Matthew Ferrante. He is the SVP of Paramount Pictures. So Danita brought some very powerful people into the room, Coach. Like if you had my mans and them ready with a pitch deck, they probably would buy it.
Man, I keep a pitch deck with my mans and them. You know what I mean? You ain't never gonna catch me without having a pitch deck. I don't even have to give you a physical pitch deck, but I'm gonna give you a pitch deck. You feel me?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So, like I said, this was a great time over the weekend. And like I said, my friend Felicia, who had the birthday over the weekend, she's the one that introduced me to coming to see Danita. And this is the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you so very much, Felicia. I appreciate you so very much.
Felicia.
Thank you.
And I get it because my weekend was crazy. And I did the Derby, baby.
You did?
Derby with the first ever women trainer. Oh my God. Crazy. Man.
What is that called? What is it called? What type of Derby was it?
That's a Kentucky Derby. Come on now.
Oh, you're not that far away from Kentucky, being in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's a Kentucky Derby. That's the biggest of them all. That's like the Roses. It's like going to the Rose Bowl. And it is like continued from last year, Val, like the year of the women. Women are just doing incredible things. And you just had, it was like the 156 running, or I think it was 156 or 52nd running of the Kentucky Derby, 150-something year, Val, and a woman finally won it. Oh my God. With my favorite.
Are you serious? And let me see if I can bring her up, because I think I just
this cat that was next to me played a $12 ticket and hit the trifecta for $12,700 for $12.
Really? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you went to see this in person.
Yeah. So it's up in Kentucky, 2.5 hours from Nashville. So we do what we make it do.
So let me see. I got the picture up. This
Oh yeah.
is
She has some custom shoes that someone customized it, and that's my boy right there, Jose Ortiz. And the crazy part about it, Val, imagine me and you, brother and sister, and we get to go out of town, say in a Super Bowl. We're both athletes. We both end up in the Super Bowl playing one another, right? Like the Kelsey brothers did. The two brothers, jockeys, came in first and second. And it was the first time ever the parents came over from Puerto Rico to see them run. And they finished first and second. Now, the prize purse is close to $20 million. So how would you like to work for about 3 minutes and pick up about $3.5–4 million for 3 minutes worth of work?
And this is amazing. Sherry Duvall makes history as the first female trainer to win Kentucky Derby as Golden Tempo races to thrilling victory. Congratulations.
That's not even the story. The backstory on this, Val, is that out of all this time, she just got in the business 8 years ago, and it took her 3 years to run bottom feeders like catfish in the lake. And she then got an opportunity to get a break, came up 5 years ago, started running bigger horses at bigger races. And within the next 5 years, she wins the Derby. And so her income just went through the roof in one day.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Everybody's there. Of course, Bad Bunny was in the house. Michael Jordan always in the house. A lot of the actors was here. I mean, it was insane. If I'm telling everybody, if you could get the tickets for two things. One, the NCAA Final Four. If you've never been to a Final Four, just to crowd the party and to get the people, you got to do that. And you have to go to a Derby. You have to. It is the Derby is something that's out of the unknown, Val, because it's an animal, right? The animal is the athlete. But the people, the party, the gathering, the this, the that. I mean, the traditions behind it, the cigars and the mule, the liquor, the bourbon, the everything, the parties is crazy. And you will be amazed, Val, that you talk about some of these writers and these actors and these people. You'll be amazed to turn around and look and those same people are sitting in the stand watching the Derby live.
Wow. That I mean, I'm telling you, that's amazing. And like I said, congratulations to Sherry. This is a big deal as we see throughout sports, because a lot of people, the Kentucky Derby, do I watch it? Do I watch the horses do their thing? Not really. However, it is impactful when the trainer, because that opens the door for other women trainers to do their thing. So they're not thinking, it's locked out and like, oh, we're only going to go with male trainers for this. So this is exciting. I had no idea.
And the other thing is, to add on what you just said about the opportunity opening doors, it simply extends into a new sport. How many times throughout the year do you hear horse racing? You don't. You hear basketball with the women. You hear soccer with the women. You even hear WWF wrestling with the women, right?
Exactly.
It's not a new baseball league, but no one talks about horse racing. I've been in horse racing since I've been a kid, and I absolutely love it. I think it is one of the best, competitions to go look at because the animal does all the work. But Val, you go to a basketball game, right? Even the World Championship, maybe seat 30,000, right? You go to a football game, okay, maybe seat 80 to 100,000, maybe. Go to a NASCAR event, you may get 80,000 to 100,000. You go to the Derby, you're getting close to 200,000 people packed into a racetrack.
Wow.
And it can hear down the stretch in 30 seconds the pounding of the horse hooves, but the crowd is going ridiculous. Imagine being in Chicago downtown and every taxi driver laid on their horn.
Beep. That's really loud.
Right. I'm telling you now, amazing.
I definitely have to say that. Now, here's the thing.
I don't podcast. I need to get on a pull-up, man. We need to do what we can do to try to get on a pull-up. Got to.
Exactly. Now, I'm just fielding this story right now. The Met Gala was last night. I totally normally don't cover fashion because
did you hear how much the tickets was going for?
I'm afraid to ask. I'm afraid. Okay, let me take a guess. The tickets were probably $1,000 a person. That is a guess.
Try that you are $999,000 short. They were $1 million for the gala seats. If you're in there, $1 million.
Whoa.
And last year they broke a record. They raised 51 or 50 million, something in that ballpark. And this year they were trying to break the $51 million with a guest that was only invited. That's an invited show. $1 million per guest. So imagine what you got to be doing at Rock. Just give up $1 million just to go see an event. You got to have some paper.
That is crazy. And of course, Veronica, she mentioned Beyonce. I'm actually trying to grab her photo right now.
Girl, Rihanna was up with ASAP Rocky doing a thizzle. Mm-hmm. My actor, I can't remember her name. I keep forgetting her name. She was up in, it was crazy. But you know what killed me, Val? When you watch that gala and stuff, these damn outfits these cats be wearing, man. I'm like, come on, for real? A rocket ship. Some actress, she came in there with a dress that was made of bubbles, and the damn bubbles was coming off. I'm like, keep on coming off, yeah. So she can be down in the bikini suit sitting in the audience. See if she want to wear that again.
I don't understand what the whole fascination is about, but I think the big deal about Beyonce being at the Met Gala is that it's been probably a decade since she has been at the Met Gala, so that was kind of one of the big deals.
Jay-Z was there, Blue Ivy was there. Mm-hmm. Released her album. She got a single now. Come on.
Who's got a single? Beyonce's got a single?
No. Blue Ivy's got a single out right now. I got to keep you up on the DJ side of the house.
I had absolutely no idea. I think I finally got Beyonce. Here she is. So she was there with Blue Ivy and her
family.
It was like a family affair situation. Correct. And this was an interesting look. Let me see if I could bring this up here. Here we go.
Look like the Statue of Liberty.
No, that wasn't her. That wasn't her look. She had like a skeleton design on her. And a lot of people, it takes maybe about, 14 hours to like days to put these looks together, which is interesting. We'll be talking about who is this? This is Tiana Taylor.
Tiana,
she was there. Mm-hmm.
She was like she had an icicle on.
She kept doing like the fan look or whatever, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then of course, Anne Hathaway, who we're going to talking about with Devil Wears Prada, she made an appearance there as well. So there was a slew of people who made, and I'm trying to figure out if it was $1 million a ticket, how much money did they raise with the Met Gala? Can you guess?
They were trying to break the record was 51 million previous year. So I'm going to say with what they had and the way they pushed, I'm going to say they were probably close to 62, 63.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the numbers, and according to Fortune magazine, we'll go ahead and do that. The 2026 Met Gala raised a record break $42 million for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute. And this total surpassed the previous record of 31 million set last year at the 2025 gala. So that's according to Fortune magazine. I am blown away because, like I said, this is a big deal.
You knew that. So you got 42 billion, 42 is up in the room, 42 mil piece.
Yeah. So this is
So you ain't come up in there acting a fool either. Trust me. Some dude tried to jump the damn gate. They tackle his ass at the door. Come on back up.
yeah.
Right? You
Do
can't
you
hit
know what
$1. That's no million.
do you know what the big fuss was for protesters? The Amazon, the Bezos, they gave millions of dollars in donations to support the Met Gala, and a lot of people have issues with Jeff and his wife and them running Amazon. So they were protesting. The guy almost broke through, and I saw the video of them getting him before he broke through
they tackle him like a linebacker to catch somebody on the 50-yard line. Come on back here, man. Where you think you're going? Come back here, man.
Oh my gosh. Like, I mean, that doesn't make any kind of sense. It's driving me bananas. But anyway, we're gonna get going. I want to review the film Devil Wears Prada, and we'll do that right after this. Hey everyone, it's Val the Voice. We interrupt this wonderful episode to ask a question. Are you subscribed and liking this particular episode? Well, we want to make sure that you are following us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel because we want to continue to give you great content just like this. All right, I'm so sorry. Let's get back to the episode right now. Oh my gosh, it is exciting. We're back. Devil Wears Prada. Oh my goodness. I am over the moon excited about this movie. This was one of the things I did over the weekend. I don't know if you guys have checked it out because it literally just got released in the theaters literally over the weekend. Oh, Veronica. Okay, Veronica. She said, sorry for the long response, but I am going to read it. Okay, so talking about the Met Gala, it was fashion forward, and knowing that Black and Brown have always led fashion major contributors, and most importantly, for years have kept fashion icons in business. That is so true. We must always understand the power of Black and Brown people coming together and the wealth, intelligence, and talent we have always brought to the industry. Please support us. Please support musicians and fashion talent. Veronica, you have preached the sermon. As soon as Coach comes back, he's gonna see that and he's gonna be like, oh my goodness, that is so true. And I think how ironic that the Devil Wears Prada gets released in the same 48 hours of the Met Gala, Coach. So me and you, I did not know that the first movie that came out in 2006, you watched it and enjoyed it. I cannot believe you loved it. Oh my God.
Now people be tripping like, man, Coach, man, I love that's one of my favorite movies, man. That's all.
Oh, you're mimicking Miranda. Oh my God.
That was like classic, man. It's like, I don't watch a lot of PWI movies a lot, but man, that was one that hit the difference because you look at it because of that name Prada, and it had nothing to do with that really. It just had to do with a chauvinistic type of person who was, and at the time I think I watched it is because I was working in that industry, that corporate 500 industry, where I had that type of boss that was like, hey, Val, I don't care what you did yesterday, what you doing today? And then today, I don't give a damn what's today. What do you got planned for tomorrow? Like, wait a minute. Can I come up for some air, some water, something? So great movie. And the cool part about it, Val, take 20 years to make the sequel. That's dope.
I know. And like I said, it is.
And everybody's back.
Everybody's back. So of course we have Meryl Streep, we have Anne Hathaway, everybody reprising their roles. Miranda, Meryl Streep, Andy, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, who is brilliant in this, Stanley Tucci, who is one of my favorites, as Nigel, and then of course we gave a very Kenneth Branagh, who is English actor, and he plays Miranda's husband, Stuart. And so we have people, and what I was happy to see was the sister was added, a bestie to the Anne Hathaway character, Tracy Thomas, as
Okay.
Lily. She reprises her role as Lily, as the good friend to Anne Hathaway's character Andy.
And
And
look
so
at
I
the
like
picture.
that.
You know what I'm saying? The shoes with the pitchforks in it. I mean, it's like you don't even have to say nothing. You know there's like soft suggestions and like, oh, devil. Okay, the devil with pitchforks. Pair of Prada shoes. Okay, got it. Devil with
Got it.
Yeah, man, that was classic. And to get Meryl Streep, the movies she'd been in, of course, my favorites, was her and Michael Douglas back in the day. So Fatal Attraction.
Oh, of course. No, actually, that was Sharon Stone.
What's the one that she had with Michael Douglas? God dog, I can't think of the name of it. But she's been around the block. And when The Devil Wears Prada dropped, and it was one thing, like for example, you hear about movies making a sequel vow, and they're like, oh, don't do it. Bad Boys. Oh, don't do it. Don't do this. Don't do Coming to America. But this was like anticipated. This was like waited. And they dropped the trailer at perfect time. They dropped the trailer.
Yeah, they did.
At Christmas.
Yeah, because we talked about it on this show when they dropped the teaser. When they dropped the teaser trailer, we were talking about it, and of course, that's them at the premiere.
Yes,
a couple of that, I think last week at the premiere. So, do you know everybody is 20 years older? So Meryl Streep, 76.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah. Do it, baby. Do me, baby. Right.
Yeah. So she, like I said, 1949. Yes, 76. So, and she was also nominated for an Oscar for her role as Miranda in the original Devil Wears Prada. Did you know that, Coach?
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. So here's my review of the film. I truly enjoyed it because it was almost an emotional match to the original. Like it stayed true to the characters established and the foundation of the first film. So here's the pitch, Coach.
Did Lucci finally get his opportunity?
No. Wait. Did who get their opportunity? Stanley Tucci's character as Nigel?
Yeah. I mean, because he pimped him in the first
I will be quiet because I am going to be quiet about Nigel because Nigel, his character, has a pleasant, I want to say, fairy godmother vibe happening in this film. And here's the thing: if you have not seen the first film, please go see the first film.
You gotta see the first one. Don't see the second, then go see the first. See the first first.
See the first first.
Understanding of who Miranda Priestley really is.
Exactly. And to see her character arc, she goes almost through a very similar character arc where she's not really trusting, kind of mean-spirited or whatever. And then when you see that those things kind of change up. And then Andy, this is something that I was really, really moved by, is that, Coach, what's happening now to a lot of newspapers that gets discussed in this film, where people just lose their jobs because, the newspaper writer or the journalist is not respected because it's going up against social media. It's going up against people that do
change of time.
Podcasts. It's a complete change of times. And so she talked about, I want to still be respected as a journalist. And I have to remember that's what she started off as, a journalist, but she took on this role to be in runway, to just do like a job that's going to get her to the next thing that she really wants to do. But the skills she developed over those 20 years is used to help save Runway. So that's the only thing I'm going to give. But I love the match to match emotions, and myself, Felicia, and Michelle, her husband Kyle, and Amy, we all enjoyed it. We just
The only thing y'all didn't do is y'all didn't have the hood session. Now you know me and you
What's a
always
hood session? What's a hood session?
no, not session, but section. You got to have the hood section in there. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, Veronica, see you. Yeah, go ahead and drop that ing in the post. See what you talk about over there. We appreciate you, baby. We ain't
Yeah,
gonna
she said, don't give the movie away. Thank you so much, Veronica.
You see in the hood section, Veronica, because we give it all. We gonna talk. You know, get up out of there because you know you about to get fired. What you sitting over there for? Because Miranda gonna put you out the car and you gonna have to come at 7 in the morning. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your chicken wings. You gotta get your drink. You gotta come on, pal.
You got to see where everyone has landed in these 20 years.
Right.
And here's something that in the books, because I keep forgetting that there's a book series related to the Devil Wears Prada. Andy in the books is married, you know, down the road. But in this movie, what's going on with her? So, and I'm grateful that, like I said, it's a mood match. When I say mood match, I mean that what happens in the first one, if you could almost watch it like from frame to frame, you're like, around this time, this happened. Wow. And around that time, that happened. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, what's going on with Miranda? What's going on with Andy? And you asked a really good question. Does Nigel finally get his due? All I'm saying is, if you've seen the first film, you're gonna watch this. They make, you know, cute little jokes, and you get it if you've seen the first one. So that's my major thing. You will love this film, especially if you saw the first one. And Meryl Streep is brilliant in this one, like she was in the previous one. Oh, and a big musical guest is in the film. I will not reveal who it is because Veronica said don't reveal everything. So I'm gonna.
And there's only a few comedians, Val, really get you to come back to a movie and it's still funny. Steve Martin is one for me.
Okay.
Steve Martin is ridiculously silly. You know, Jim Carrey, he's good. Steve Martin stays in that character, and he, you know. Dan Belushi.
Steve Martin, he is on Hulu, and I think Only Murders in the Building. He's in that Hulu series right now, and the series did so well. Like over the summertime, Hulu actually ran it on ABC, and so that series is doing really. Selena Gomez is on there as well. So
she's funny too.
Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. So like I said, it's a matter of getting that very talented, I want to call it screenwriter, or someone that has a love and respect for the material, the original material being the books.
Yep.
And making sure that the characters are fully developed and you feel something for each one, even if they are an antagonist. That's the fun reveal of this sequel, is that the antagonist is not who you think it's going to be. And I love that. I'm not saying. Veronica said don't say nothing. So that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, Veronica, you messing up. I ain't gonna try to tell her don't say nothing up here. You know what I'm saying? We snitches. We tell everything.
Snitches get stitches. We don't want to reveal everything. So that's just
matter of fact, Veronica, where you at? So where are you come from? Chicago? You in New York? You in Philly? Where you at? Tell me where you at. Then I'm gonna tell you what you need to do when you go see this movie. I just need to know where you're coming from.
You are cracking me up. So right now, The Devil Wears Prada 2 is in theaters right now. How much did it do over the? I'm sorry.
I said, was everyone still dressed to the nine? Because in the original, they were dressed to the nine.
Of course. To give you guys, The Devil Wears Prada opened with a massive 233 to $234 million globally in its debut weekend, and then 77 million in North America and 156.6 million internationally. It's the biggest opening of 2026. driven by a female audience. I
only
love
about
it.
30 million know Michael Jackson. Come on now.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The movie did very well. And as we transition here, okay, Michael, did you know, Coach? Michael has been cleared for a sequel.
Come on. Hey, what did I say last week with me and you going back and forth? I said for promotional purposes only. Put your money on this Jackson film because I told Val it was going to be a hit. I told her. And it's not the fact of the matter. I thought it would be a hit because we got some Jackson haters, Michael Jackson haters, like some R. Kelly haters, whatever. But when you're doing a movie, Val, is like dropping a new album, right? You're going to get that original audience because they want to know if the album sounds like the old album. But the original audience are going to be the most critical. Fast forward, it's kind of like you. You were going to be the most critical. I knew you were going to be the most critical because you understand you were there right down the street, adopted to the South Side of Chicago as GI. So you get it. You understand. But the movie, because people like your number one fan and my granddaughter, Skylar, they don't know. So they just loving the Michael Jackson things and what they've been told and what they've seen and what they've heard. And the movie just blew through the water.
I know. And I mean, that's the great thing about this film is that a lot of people are rediscovering the Michael Jackson music. In fact, let's see, Michael Jackson streaming.
He was the most streamed artist last weekend. Val, was ridiculous. And these young kids are going out, which you and I already know because I told you several times that vinyl by 2029, 8 or 29 will be the most purchased form of music worldwide, vinyl. And kids now, Gen Z, Val, are going out rediscovering what the hell vinyl records are. And they are buying vinyls by the boatloads, which is great.
Wow.
Some of my original tracks, baby, that I've been looking for because they pop it out now.
And according to Forbes magazine, it is a half a dozen collections. Let's see. Michael, he is number one. He's peaking in the UK charts. Most played full length and EP in the nation on websites like Spotify, Apple Music, and others. And then the Essential compilation moves from number 3 to number 2. And then, of course, let's see, number 2 now stands out as all-time peak for the Essential and Jackson himself. So it's like his music is getting new life on the streaming services. And I don't know. I'm assuming that's what Sony wants. I'm assuming that's what Sony wants. Yep.
Hold on, Val. I'm getting a message coming in. Hold on.
What's the message from what you get?
What? Tell Val what? Huh? Oh. Put your ear to the microphone. I just got a message for you. The Jackson camp just told me you want to be starting something.
You know what? I don't understand what you. You tripping? You are tripping. I'm just saying. Now I need to talk about this for a little bit. I found out and I saw a couple of things about Nia Long portraying now. Katherine Jackson, her birthday was yesterday, May 4th.
Oh, okay.
She turned 96 young. 96 years young.
Go ahead.
I know. So her salary with Michael, I think she found out. In fact, what is this? She is reported. This is Nia Long. Nia Long, who portrays Katherine Jackson in the Michael biopic. Right. And there's a couple of reports coming out that she's allegedly quietly fighting a pay discrepancy. And I was like, what in the world? And according to TMZ, Nia Long is saying that, and also according to Puck News, the actress had a flavored nations clause in her contract that ensured that she would be making as much as her co-stars but she reportedly learned that Coleman Domingo and Miles Teller, Coleman Domingo who plays Joe Jackson, Miles Teller who plays the attorney of Michael Jackson, had higher payouts than she did. So Nia is reportedly threatening to take the studio, and that would be Lionsgate, coach, into mediation for allegedly shorting her salary. Now, here's the thing. Since we know that this film is coming back, don't you want Nia Long to come back as Katherine Jackson, coach?
You know what I got to say about this, Val?
What you got to say about this?
Nia's my baby. Nia, call Taraji. That's all I'm going to say. Call Taraji. She'll give you your answer. Tell your answer exactly what you need to do. Call Taraji.
Wow. Yeah, because Taraji really fussed about her salary. I think, what was it? It was The Color Purple. She fussed about it.
If Taraji can check Oprah Winfrey, Nia, baby girl, you know I love you. Call Taraji.
Yeah, so I really hate that. And of course, don't sleep on Jafar Jackson. No, we are not sleeping on Jafar.
Oh, that was Al sleeping on the front. I told him.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of people, I was vibing with Jafar, I want to say some years ago, because he started recording music. Now, there's a lot of AI that's mimicking Janet Jackson and saying that she's got this whole thing that she doesn't like about the movie and all the rest of that type of stuff. If you notice, she is mum's the word. You go to her Instagram, she's not talking about it. You go to her other social media platforms, she's talking and bragging about a bunch of other stuff. And on the 16th of May, Janet turned 60.
What? Man, I gotta call her.
She turned 60. She was born in 1966, coach.
I gotta call.
She don't have time. She don't have time to fuss about this movie.
Hey, I'm calling her all up. I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna hit on the gram tonight. Come on.
And if you hit her on the gram, what you gonna say to Miss Janet?
First of all, I'm gonna tell him I'm part of Rhythm Nation. That's gonna let me in the door right there, because she about to get an award. She about to get an award for that. You know what I'm saying? And she know that, man, hold on, I got a fan that's part of Rhythm Nation. And he go way back with me. And then I'm going to tell her this, Val.
What you going to tell her?
I'm from the shy. I just watch you act a fool on Good Times.
Oh, my God. You are not going to do that. You are not. Ponytails
in you. Hey, you were Lona daughter, girl. I know you.
And here's the thing: as much as I might have had an issue with what was going on with what was missed in the film, this is a side by side of Jafar Jackson and Michael Jackson. Do you see that?
Oh my goodness! Do you
see that?
You saw that? Now, whose son is this?
Jermaine's son.
Oh yeah, that's Jermaine. He probably messed around with Mike's old lady. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I don't think no. That is not what happened. We are not starting no rumors. We are not talking crazy up and through this piece. We are talking, and as Veronica said, don't sleep on Jafar Jackson. This is to prep him for the industry as a global artist.
Let me tell you something. The boy is going to make it. He's like, what's my guy name? I can't think of his name. Val, you know, he did the opening monologue and stuff like that for the Stephen Colbert show for years, and now he's got his own album out. The young jazz player. God dog it, I can't.
He's a Grammy winner. I know who you're talking about. I see.
Like
do you know he had an appearance in the movie?
He had an appearance in the damn gala. I'm like, you was at the gala. You made that money that quick. You dropped a meal piece on the table at the gala.
Oh, so he went to the gala, coach?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah, he wasn't in the crowd. He had a table right here.
Oh my God! I had no idea that was the case. Let me take a look here.
So basically, what you're saying, is back-to-back weekend for us and getting back to the big box office and plus seats. Did you go see it in Dolby, both movies?
I actually did. And in fact, I made the suggestion. There's a theater, there's a Pacific Theater here in the Chicagoland area. There's a couple of them.
Well,
They
the North
now
Side.
have something called Dolby Sound.
Yeah, Dolby
It's
Sound.
some kind of THX sound
Yeah.
or something like that.
Now,
And
don't
then
tell me
we
Chicago
felt
just getting that.
what happened?
Don't tell me we just not getting it. We've had that in
No,
Nashville.
we've had it. No, we've had it for a couple of years. What were you gonna say?
That's all I'm gonna say. If you go see a movie, you got to see. I watched All Eyes on Me with that Tupac story with that. Man, come on, man. I was in the All Eyes on Me, Val, like I was on stage with Pop. They like, sit your ass down.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I totally understand that, Coach. And what I say, the exciting thing about the things that are coming up with films is that the sound is always just as important as what you see.
Yes.
And just to talk with directors or talk with other costume designers, people that all contribute to the making of a film. People are saying that they would love for the Michael film to come up for Oscar contention. I don't think it's going to get for best. It's not going to. I don't think it's going to get for like a best film or something like that. But I think it might come up for costuming. It might come up for sound. It might come up with for a lot of the tech things. I feel like it'll be remembered in 2027 in the Oscars.
All about that, Val.
What's that?
What's going to be the stop sign on this movie?
How the critics felt about what was missing in the story. You shaking your head. What do you say?
The stop sign is going to be the damn Devil Wears Prada. They dropped the same time, pretty much a week apart. And when you're looking at that and they look at the numbers and look at this and that, Michael be up for it, but Devil Wears Prada will win the award across the board. And it's as Veronica said, it's an opening opportunity for Jaffer, who's an artist, as you mentioned, and also an actor. He can't be better than that, right? As Ice Cube, as LL Cool J. Artist to actor, that's a longevity, long career. The problem to that is going to be when a movie comes up, and depending on what they do, if they put them in that category, because it's going to be up for maybe movie of the year, whatever that's going to be, a week apart, Devil Wears Prada, because of the women audience, is going to blow Michael Jackson out the water, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I totally got that. Now, Coach, I want to say back in, what was it, 2019? Yeah, 2019. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Jafar released, oh, you were laughing at something. Jafar released a record called Got Me Singing. What people saying? Oh, okay. The Devil Wears Prada, the numbers. Okay, great. So this is him well before the Michael Jackson situation.
I remember the video. I didn't know that was Michael's nephew at that time.
That's Jafar.
Wow.
The song is called "Got Me Singing," and he kind of has a sound of Michael and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, this definitely works for me. So, like I said, he has been out there performing and stuff like that, but I think he said that he had to earn the role, and then it was 2 years of prep, and then of course they went through a bunch of we're taking this out, but they're gonna do a sequel because they stopped in 1988, so they got to do 1989 to 2009. They got a lot to cover. Okay. And those were some of the years that's a little
now you didn't see the stage play. You and I were talking about that, remember?
Yeah, the stage play. I did see the Cirque du Soleil, Michael, but I did not see
that's different.
Stage play. I know it's vastly different.
Yeah. I wish you would have, because I would have loved to have seen or heard your opinion on the stage play how close it was. Because remember, I was telling you that I went to see the stage play, and I learned so much that I didn't even know about Michael in the stage play. So if they have taken the stage play with the movie, man, oh my goodness, that would be awesome.
I know. So we'll see, and I hope that the estate of Michael Jackson, whomever the family members are, that when they do the sequel, that they reveal more and don't be afraid to reveal more, because I think as they feel like, oh, he was accused of this, he was accused of what he was accused of, and this'll dampen the, what do you call it,
Yeah,
the empire, the whatever. And I'm thinking, no, we need to see what that's about. And I don't shirk from this story. Don't shirk from what we saw we saw this in the press when he was going through all this. We was in college, coach. We
correct.
was in college. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, you hit on I ain't got nothing to say, but I hit it on the head. And I get sick and tired of people sometimes. And I know, and I guess it's the DJ and me and whatever. The music didn't do nothing. The music didn't do anything to anyone based on whatever that was. And Val, you're right. But if you look at the musical, you look at the movie, look at the history, you look at the documentaries and all that. Tell me, people, especially famous people, we can go to Britney Spears right now, who still got her ass in trouble as of 2 weeks ago, right?
wow.
You look
Mm-hmm.
at people that are in the public eye. Look at Tiger Woods, and look at these people that have these accidents, and then they're administered the best drugs ever, and they get them not illegal but legally. And you see what it's doing to Fum Fum on the corner on 22nd Street in Chicago. You see what's going on in the Bronx, see what's going on in Watts, see what's going on in different places around this country. And then you give this medicine to these athletes, these actors, these actresses, these people, politicians who can afford it. And you wonder why they get addicted. Well, because the drugs is readily made. And you and I just talked about this last week on the Prince documentary, right? And some things that we didn't even know. So, when you look at the Michael Jackson, I think in the movie they talked about, and I don't know if they showed this in the movie or not, because you want to see it and I have it. But after Mike was good, I know he was changing his nose and his appearance. That's whatever. It's like a BBL. But Mike was good until his hair got caught on fire. And then after
Right,
that,
exactly.
they start mentioning propofol. And come on, man. And if you know anything about that drug, it is ridiculous. And Mike couldn't get off of it. I know just average people who not even millionaires on like some of these judge shows I watch that are just coming off that stuff. So come on.
Yeah. So like I said, it's an interesting situation. And like I said, we will, as Veronica says, watch and see what happens. And so, like The Devil Wears Prada 2, Michael is still in theaters. And if you haven't checked it out, go see it. Because number one, I was gonna support it anyway because Antoine Fuqua directed it. And
Come
so
on,
I have a lot of respect for what he has done, number one, and what he's put out there as a director. Hello. But here's the thing: a lot of the things that he shot is on the cutting room floor because of the estate of Michael Jackson. So I get it.
You get it.
Right.
You get it. That's why if you're going to go see this movie and you're going to know that you got an opinion, I'm telling you right now, get you a Ziploc with some chicken wings and get you a couple of airplane shooters, maybe some vodka, some bourbon, tequila, whatever. Go in the movie tight so that you can watch the movie relaxed and you can really get a feel. Because when the movie hits you, like Val said, in that HDMI or whatever they had, the surround sound, ooh, man, you come out as though you was part of the movie. But if you go up in that movie just chilling and relaxing like Val did, then you come up out that bitch opinionated. Oh.
I don't know about any of that because you cracking me up. On last night, as we go ahead, oh man, did we have fun? Did we have fun?
What up, though?
With the Pull Up Podcast show, did we have fun? Did
We
we
had
have
my
fun?
mans in them. We
And of
had my
course,
mans in them on.
we had Dr. Prophet, the prophet
Yes.
you can trust, pastor, author, motivational speaker. Good gracious. The list, there's a laundry list of things that Speaker T does. It is the reason why we're able to say that we're award-winning podcasters is because of Dr. Anthony D. Shannon. And this was really a great time for him to come and for Coach and my mans and them to talk sports and to talk faith and to talk a bunch of things. And so we really had a good time, right, Coach?
He enjoyed it. I mean, the crazy part about it, I knew the face was there, I knew the ministry was there, I knew the story was there and all that. But, for those that don't know, a very good friend of mine, Val, and to have the thank you letter that he sent you and I this morning, and
I saw that.
he enjoyed the sports part of it more than anything, because that was the one thing, two things he enjoyed: the sports part of it and the back in the day. Because no one talked to him about back in the day to even want to go back in his life to see how he got where he was. And for us to dig that deep and go back to his high school and what really happened at birth, and that was, I felt grateful because he allowed us into a part of his life, Val, that most people don't. We've been knowing him for a minute, so that was excellent. And then it just kind of rolled down here. And of course, he and I are part of the Divine Nine. I'm a Kappa, he an Alpha. So it was just great. And I was just, and people, let me tell you something. Val, the voice, my cohort here above me, teaching you guys about how to get business in podcasts. The tip that Val needs to add into her podcast classes is a Coach Tony tip on chasing people to get on the podcast. How to chase people, how to get people, how to work. It's not an easy task. Now,
it's not.
Speaker T, the prophet, came to me through Val, through the morning show. He and I didn't hit it all because, I'm always going to rock the shot. Always. I don't care where. I could be in the middle of Africa wearing a chinchilla suit like Biggie Papa said, and you're going to probably still see me rocking something like this T-shirt or like them Southside socks. But at the end of the day, when Speaker T and I got connected a few years ago, we stayed connected, and that's the key. Val, I was just on the phone giving my son 15 elbows in the jaw this morning about staying connected, building a relationship, doing the things that get you where you need to be. And then all of a sudden, we get an award, and then almost a year to the date, right? Almost a year to the date coming up that we finally get him on the podcast. I mean, that's just great, just to talk about his journey to ministry and life and brotherhood. Man, that was awesome.
Yeah, and like I said, it was really good to have him on, and so we're grateful. And like I said, Coach, we have a professional shot of the coach with his award because of the acknowledgement.
Hey, you see that right there?
Look at the brother's clean right there. The brother clean.
Hey, man, stop playing with me. Stop playing. Like Mars said, stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all better stop playing with me right there. Coach and change agent. Because that's what I do. I not only coach you, but if you allow me, I can change part of your life, man. Give me the opportunity. That's all I'm asking. Y'all better stop playing. And look at Val, the voice, up there cheesing like she just won the lottery. You know, the lottery people come up on the stage, hold a lottery ticket. Hey, I just won 50 million.
So and Coach and the one thing that he said, Coach Tony, your leadership and presence create space for your truth and growth. Val, your voice carries strength, insight, and connection that reaches beyond the moment. Together, you are creating something powerful that is touching lives and inspiring people to think deeper and live better. He says more, but this was very inspiring to read and to get that. So I was just really, really, really sweet about that. Now I
energy Val on the show since LeVar Ball. Man.
Right. Yeah.
And I loved it.
So I need to do a real pause here. So this date, it's May 5th, and in 2012 my father passed, and so
Mm,
it's been now 14 years. And earlier this morning I was really thinking about him, and my bestie Princess, she really held my hand through the transition of my father. And I remember someone took a picture of us, coach, of us walking across the cemetery, and we're like locked in arm, and I we both have smiles on our face because I told her, your only job today is to find the right moments to make me laugh. And in 2019, she used to always call my mom Mama Rose, who's in the background. And so she walked me through that dark time. This morning, just a little bit, I think after 5 a.m., her mother, and her name is Florine Willis. Show is dedicated to her. She passed this morning at
yes.
91 years young. And
Thank
so to the
God.
entire Willis family, I'm
Yes.
adopted. So I was with Princess the vast majority of the time earlier today. She has been on this show and has been a great collaborator. But of course, this was her a couple of years ago when she turned 90. And we went to high tea, Tony. We had high tea. And so
Thank you.
Florine Willis, she was the candy lady in our area in the
Man, what?
late 70s, early 80s, man. I had
Man,
$1.
come on.
I went
Man,
and
you
got
had
me
a
some
dollar.
candy,
Man,
bro.
you
Come on,
let me tell
man.
you something. This for y'all that's listening, because y'all don't know, because Val and I'm not even gonna go, 'cause I gotta get off this show. But man, I go up in the candy spot with 50 cent, not 50, but 50 cent, and come out with a bag of chews, some licorice, some bubble gum. Man, come on, what? Some blow
Mm,
pops. Val, man, they don't know nothing about them chews. They don't know nothing about. Oh, and by the way, oh, y'all call them Jolly Ranchers in the shop. We call them wine candy. Feel me? Come on. Don't do me like
exactly.
that. Come on.
Exactly. We
Have a bag,
definitely
bag full. And some
exactly.
J's potato chips on the side. Cause y'all ain't had them J's. Them hot J's, you go home and you throw hot sauce in the bag, shake it up. Come on, talk to me.
exactly. Go ahead and shake it up. But my mother was like, "Where are you getting this candy from?" And then when she finally met Mama Willis, that's what I would call her. My
Yeah.
mom was like, "Oh, okay, you all right, you cool. I just wanted to find out where my baby was getting all
Man,
this candy."
y'all taking me to got me sitting down in the dinner seat, man. Where you get this candy from?
Where you getting this candy from? So that's how that works. So anyway, we're wrapping it up, coach. I have to say,
Appreciate
this has been a great show. I appreciate all of the folks that do the things that they do, and of course our moderator, Mr. Springer, who's
you.
in
Jay
the
Springer.
building.
And
Mr.
what I
Springer,
said,
who's in the building. Thank you
y'all
so
did
very
y'all
much. Of
last
course,
night, Kim. Y'all did y'all thing last night and kicked Philly in the teeth. I feel you.
you're rooting for New York Knicks on this, right?
Knicks last night for promotional purposes. I had.
You gotta go do your thing with that. That's what I'm talking about. What? And of course, go ahead and follow Coach Tony on the Pull Up Podcast at the Pull Up Podcast Show on IG. You can scan the
Yes.
QR code and give him some love over on IG.
And
We're
don't
excited
forget
about it.
to DM me if you pull up on me. DM me so I can get at you. And then don't forget the new segment, man. Diamonds in the rough. If you got anybody that you know, it's got an incredible story, let Coach Tony know so we can put him on the show.
Exactly. And of course, patreon.com/interludes. Join the community. We're having a good time over there because you're seeing myself and Coach Tony with our guests, or sometimes it's just me sharing about how I'm putting together the podcast. I have officially started my school community. There'll be more information about that on next week as I am putting in and loading a new course. I think we should do a course, Tony, on getting guests. Like, I think that needs to be a whole ministry of getting guests. So I heard you, and I'm writing it out as we speak. So that's what we're talking about. And of course, the Pull Up Podcast show is next week on Monday. Oh, this has been I had a class, Coach. So here we go.
Always, like we say, man. Again, repping the Shy. Don't this concrete city, baby. City of broad shoulders, right? West to the south side, we got the north over east. But do your thing. And meanwhile, put them deuces up because we out.
Putting them up. We out. Peace.